Ooh. Well, thank you, and we're back. We're back. We're back on the show, guys. The guest today is none other than Charlize Barkley. We got Charli Cam set up here. I think she's still in frame a little here. Let's adjust the framing just a little bit here. There we go. Guys, how are we freaking doing? Been a very exciting month for the show. I feel insane right now, obviously. I pray to God Ryan isn't listening to this. Ben is not here. I think Ryan's in his room, but obviously now the great planning that we had, that I was so happy about for the last month of the show, has completely that's gone out the window entirely. We don't want people to think. Yeah, we don't want, the well has not fully run dry, guys. There's a lot of exciting stuff still down the road for the show. And I know, last week, Woke SpongeBob, huge hit. Hey, did you guys like Woke SpongeBob? Yeah, all right. It was great, and if that was your first episode, Charlie, sit down. Okay, we just got this framing right. You gotta sit. Don't show your butt to the Charlie cam. Come on, sit down. And if that was your first episode listening to the show, which I think it probably was for a few of you, this episode's gonna be lower energy, less stuff planned, guys. I know, back to basics. I hate to say it, but that is what is happening. Isn't that right, Charlie? Now I don't think she's in frame at all. This is just a nightmare, guys. This is a nightmare. That's good stuff right there, though. That's what it's all about. That's why we bring Charlie on the show. And she's gone again. This is, I don't think, going to be a sustainable. The Charlie cam was a lot better in my head when I forgot how much she moved around. Anyways, yeah, great run from March into April of guests, of planned ahead guests, a couple segments in there. And, I stopped doing that because we had some exciting stuff going on, guys. Thank you so much to the Deaf Noodles Comedy Club and to Mike Duncan, who put that show together. It was an awesome time. Thank you to everyone that came out. Hopefully we'll have more of those to do soon. I hear there's a very, very exciting special comic coming there in a couple weeks. So I'm sure we'll definitely be talking about that more. If you guys are in LA, come to get tickets to that. But it was, we're doing stand-up now, guys. We're really trying to really get back into that whole rhythm swing of things. But today's episode is the Charlize Barkley. Oh, Lord. Okay, that's what we can't do, because that's bad for audio, Charlie. That's no good. That's going to freak a lot of people out, and that's no good. Guys, Today, as of recording, is, and I hate to date the episode like that, but it is Sunday, April 28th right now. And that means that yesterday, Saturday, April 27th, one of the most exciting... let's turn that. That's no good for anyone. One of the most exciting days of the year because, for a number of reasons, but also because Miss Charlize Barkley just turned 4 years old, guys. Let's make it some noise for that. And, shout out to first guest of the show, Jesse Krugel, and Morgan Kovaleski for... Jesus, Charlie, you're killing me. You got to hang on to it. But, guys, they sent these... they sent popcorn and slushy for young Charlie for her big day. She turned 4. Charlie turned 4. Guys, Charlie turned 4. Guys, Charlie. Couldn't put her in headphones, so she's not hearing the sound effects. And it was a nice birthday, and of course, also April 27th. She has it. We're gonna call in on another very special birthday boy to get his thoughts, guys. Obviously, I can't just sit here and talk to Charlie for the full hour as much as I would like to because she's not a great conversationalist. And also, the entire the premise of having a podcast where you sort of crack open a beer and relax, it is nice, obviously, but it loses a lot of its charm when you when you don't have a guest. Then all of a sudden you're just a guy drinking beer by himself with his dog in the early afternoon. Jesus goddamn. Okay, now hold it and don't knock it off the chair anymore. Those were the big things, and I don't want people to freak out. Oh, Hunter, we really ran out of ideas now, huh? You really the well is run dry. The guests are done. No, that's not what's happening. We're meeting more people every day here in beautiful Los Angeles, and there's still, there's still a couple promising, hilarious young individuals that I have known previously that I want to get out here. And I know the energy's low, guys, but hey, it's a Sunday record. This is coming off the high energy of the last episode. There's gonna be a fall off there. It's like guys, NBA playoffs are going on. It's similar to that. We're gonna be talking about that a little bit. I know, not gonna beat it to death, but we're gonna be talking about it a little bit because it's a great analogy for life and for podcasting. You get up, you got a must-win game. We had a must-win game. Episode 33, Woke SpongeBob with Primac. Okay, if you can't go down, 0-3 or whatever. I'm not saying I'm not saying we were already, down 2-0, but that felt like if we swung and missed on episode 33, then you're gonna lose that series. But thankfully, we came through clutch, and now we got this episode, and she's really, this is just not visually not really going how I wanted it to at all. Are you gonna be good now? See, maybe we'll do this. Oh, that's much better, I think, guys. What do you think? Sound off in the comments on how you feel about this angle. I know I should have probably figured this out before we. Anyways, guys, so it's the Charlize Barkley birthday episode, obviously, but there's a lot of stuff that we have to talk about, and we're gonna start with, how do we get into this? Like, you don't get into this industry, you don't get into this industry to make money, guys. You don't get into podcasting to fucking pay the bills, but that's the society we live in. Cash rules everything around me. Cream, Wu-Tang style. Money talks, and we're always trying to figure out ways to make this show profitable in any way. And it very rarely is, if ever. Well, except we're reaching out to sponsors now, guys. Obviously low level stuff, but young up and coming companies that really match the vision of the show. And I know that's probably pretty boring for a lot of you to hear, but it is. We did run about a month or two ago. We ran the first sponsorship on the show, and I thought, as someone that really takes pride in what they make and in the the people that want to take a chance financially on me, on us with Charli and the show, like I want to make sure that they feel like good about their investment decisions. So I think for the first bit of the show, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna check in. We're gonna do a little debrief with the first sponsorship that we ran, sort of get his thoughts on how that went, and hopefully see if we can squeeze some more money out of this freaking guy. So we're gonna call him right now. Hopefully, hopefully. We've done call-in episodes before, obviously, and I didn't bring Lance along this time. I used to have Lance with me for the call. Oh,
hello, sir.
Hello, is this Mitchell Ross?
Speaking.
Mitchell, welcome to episode 34 of the Hunter Davidson Radio Hour.
Number 34?
Is episode 34, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's it's a bit of a change of pace. The guest today with me on the show is my dog. It's Charli.
Okay. Good. So when I was in the shower like 5 minutes ago, I was thinking I actually have a couple topics we can talk about.
Oh, wow, that would be great because I was really I really didn't know what this was going to look like. So
Gotcha.
I guess first of all, because I do want to get to those two topics or however many topics you brought with you, but first of all, I was telling the audience sort of about how you were the first company / individual to really take a swing, take a chance on this freaking young go-getter, young upstart show, and you ran a sponsorship with us, and I guess I sort of just wanted to sort of touch base with you on how that first sort of campaign went.
Yeah. When you dip your toes into a pool and you're like, oh, is this gonna be cold?
Yeah, you're seeing the temperature. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what we have with our spending budget for the Q1 for ads.
Okay.
It's Q2 now, and we reached out. We're waiting to hear back. I know you have been hitting the ground running, so it's okay that you might have forgot about your first sponsor. But
never.
We're looking to get back into it, but the first one was really just to educate your viewers on proper financial decisions in regards to staying in compliance with their taxes, their business needs. Even if you're a 1099, you still got to pay taxes.
Yeah.
All those things that you guys probably don't think about.
Yeah, exactly, because we're creatives.
Yeah, and my job is to be the other C of creative and compliance.
Oh, wow. I haven't heard that before. That's nice.
Yeah, so that's the thing. It's like, let's say you are gosh, I had something on the top of my head. Let's just get
a singer or
let's say a singer. Your job isn't there to play the drums.
Right. You do what you're supposed to do in the band.
Yes, like when you're running the ball, you need offensive lineman. I'm your offensive lineman.
Okay, so yeah, that's nice. Like, because we do. There's a lot of creatives and really artists that come on the show and listen to the show. And I don't know if the football metaphor is the best for them, but it is a good. It's a good metaphor, and I think similarly, it's like you have on set on a film set, you have your actors, your talent. And you have, you have all of the, tremendously hardworking people that actually make that movie magic, and that's kind of what you are.
Basically, I like how you said that.
Yeah.
No, I totally agree. No, it was a great sponsorship again.
Yeah.
A lot of comments and traction.
Yeah, a lot of impressions.
It's not about closing business. It's not about closing business.
Sure.
There's a multi-touch point.
What does that mean? Now break that down for me. What does that mean?
Yeah, you're not gonna buy at the first time hearing about this stuff.
Sure.
Because you might not think it's a need yet.
Yeah.
But if you keep going and you keep educating yourself, then you eventually say, okay, maybe I need this service.
Yeah.
So it's not like a
Yeah.
not like a one shot kill. It's
Sure.
more like we're gonna nurture this relationship and eventually come to the support that these listeners need.
Wow, that's beautiful and amazing stuff.
So is this a comedy or just sports podcast today? Like I have a couple things like
you
like,
could
I
ask
have
that question
sports.
almost every episode of the show.
Yeah, I have sports and I have funny stuff we can talk about too.
Well, let's we want to leave let's talk sports really quick first. We are going to be talking about sports a bit today, guys.
Okay.
That's just how the nature of the show. So
Yeah.
let's get into what you brought with us.
GOAT. I want to talk about the
The
GOAT.
GOAT. You want to talk about Tom Brady or
Nope.
LeBron
I want to talk about
James?
Anthony Edwards.
Anthony Edwards, who you think really is you can't hear any of these sound effects, can you?
No.
Okay, that's good. You think Anthony Edwards is really you would say a top 5 player in the world right now in terms of basketball?
He would give Kobe, Jordan, all them the business.
Wow, right now at 22 years old, I believe he is. You say he could work with the best of them.
Yes.
And you think so? Minnesota been to one. They've advanced past the first round, I think, only once in their franchise's history, and that was a Western Conference Finals run with Kevin Garnett. And you think this Timberwolves team, as it stands right now, with Ant sort of stepping into the number 1 option role at 22 years of age, you think they can go on a very deep run this year right now?
Yes and no. Because
Yes and no.
as much as he is the GOAT, in my opinion, and will be one day,
wow,
there's a GOAT right now that plays for the team he's on pace to collide with.
And that is Nikola Jokic.
Yes.
Who is just an unbelievable force, unbelievable to watch play this game.
Yes, so that is just, like, I understand, like, there's limitations. I think it'll be a great matchup, though.
Yeah. And what do you make about Rudy Gobert and his ability, the stifle tower, and how could he? Do you think he could be a negating factor to Jokic's impact?
Yes, and I think Aaron Gordon can check him a little bit too. Like I think the Tims really match up well against them.
Yeah, I sort of agree.
So that's where I'm kind of curious. But
let me ask you this: if you were Mitchell Ross as an NBA general manager / team president.
Okay.
And you get to pick one guy to build your. I'm going to give you 4 names. You're picking one of these guys to be the cornerstone of your franchise. So Anthony Edwards, who you think is the GOAT.
Yeah.
Luka Doncic, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Victor Wembanyama. You have to pick one. Who are you building your franchise around?
Anthony Edwards, by far.
Wow, easily. He clears.
I'll rank him, though.
Okay,
I think it's Anthony Edwards, Victor, Luka, Shai.
Victor, Luka, Shai. Wow. The MVP finalists. I guess 2 of those guys were MVP finalists. But
I get Luka, but like, if you take no defense, I don't care. He gives you points. Like
yeah. Well, I mean, he's playing. He seems to step it up a little bit. He played very good defense against this Clippers team. What do you make about this Clippers team? You think they're all a little over the hill? This is
yes
a
and no.
experiment.
I don't get too close. Big in the NBA. I'm actually big in the NHL.
Oh,
but
interesting.
I watch my Tims.
Okay, you're big on this boy Ant.
Yes.
I do love him. I think he's a hilarious personality, too. I love listening to him talk and listening to him.
He's got some 6 strokes, and I'm not talking 3-pointer.
Jeez Louise, man. Come on.
You can do that.
Yeah, we'll cut that out. I won't cut that out, actually. That's staying in for sure.
Yeah, just don't make it like the main thing.
Don't make that the clip for the episode.
Yeah,
yeah. Nobody else will see it if it's not the clip.
I got an employer.
Yeah, for sure. And we're obviously,
Yeah, I know you got other things to talk about, so I want to play the one game with you that I thought about in the shower.
Oh, perfect. This sounds beautiful, yeah.
So you're from Michigan.
I'm from Michigan,
and
yes.
I live in Florida, and now you're in LA.
Mm-hmm.
I want to give you 3... I want to read you off 3 things that I would say back home. And I want you to I want you to react how an LA boy would react.
Okay, I think I can do that.
Okay.
I'm scared, by the way.
First one.
Okay.
Hey man, it's Friday night. You want to go to half off apps at Applebee's?
I don't know where the nearest Applebee's is, but that sounds like fun, and I would be interested in doing that. That's how I. That's
Someone in LA would answer like that.
Oh wait, I'm answering how I would answer in LA.
Like LA, like how do you think an LA influencer would react to that?
An LA influencer. Okay, ask me again.
Hey man, Friday night football game just got over. Let's go to half off apps.
Friday night. Well, we went to a high school football game. Yeah. Okay. So I'm an LA influencer. Let's go to half. Where is there an Applebee's? I guess still I would answer it the same way. Where is there an Applebee's? But also I think, can we film there? Can we film in there? Are they okay if we stream in there?
That's a question that people ask.
Yeah. Can we stream in there?
God.
And honestly, they probably wouldn't ask. They would probably just walk in streaming, and then until they were told not to, they would probably just continue.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All
right. Second one.
Yeah.
I only had one really good one.
It was the Applebee's one.
It's just the Applebee's. Like, I wonder what an influencer think. Like,
the influencers I met don't have any particular. Like, I think the last time.
Oh, I got one.
All right.
Wait, I gotta make sure I word it right.
Sure.
I don't want to piss
you
off.
Don't fuck it up.
Hey man, how about we go get real jobs?
Fuck you. No, I don't. Obviously, I don't want to do that. Why would I ever do that? I make so much more money than I would make at a real job, and I get to just sort of film my life, having fun with my friends. So
second part of that question about a Midwest kid. Okay. Man, I really need to get off unemployment. I feel like this is embarrassing.
It's not embarrassing at all, man. If you qualify to meet those government social services, then you should take advantage of that while you can. Don't let the social stigmas get you down. Also, yeah. Is that the answer you were hoping for?
We got a little serious there. It's okay.
Yeah. I will say, like, as for looping back around to the Applebee's thing, the last time that I was working around a bunch of influencers, they were all, as I was helping like wrap up and put away equipment and clean up and stuff, they were all planning a trip to Chili's, which I think is, pretty equivalent.
Okay, let's talk about Chili's resurgence.
Let's talk about the Chili's resurgence, you said?
Yeah.
All right, man, let's talk about it. What do you think about it?
So I have a Chili's by my house.
Okay. In Tampa Bay, Florida.
Largo.
Clearwater.
Yeah, Clearwater.
Okay.
So, like, I grew up going to Chili's like any Michigan kid.
Yeah.
Chips and salsa, like chip yourself to death.
Great with so chips. Yeah.
They changed the chicken crispers.
Oh, really?
They're not as like greasy, crunchy as they used to be. They're more like chicken tenders now. It's disappointing. But I want to talk about the other part of the menu.
Okay.
Their new menu is amazing besides that.
You like the new Chili's menu?
Yeah. And it's like, I go there, it's packed.
It's always packed out. Yeah, it seems like a good deal. And what's new about the menu? I haven't been to Chili's in years.
I think they might have just updated it. Like it looks more the menu itself.
Just the graphic design on the actual printouts you like?
It might be the same food.
Well, you think the chicken crispers, do you think that was a change in like where they're buying the meat from, or do you think that was how they're cooking it, how they're preparing it?
I think it's maybe more like,
I think they're air frying those things now instead of deep frying or something.
All this grease and fat into these people.
Yeah.
You might need to make it a little more healthier.
Yeah, that's interesting.
So I understand that logic, but still,
how do you like the like restaurant scene down there in Clearwater area?
I like fancy restaurants. So like I don't go out. Like I don't drink much and anything.
Really?
I like going to like. And instead of like going out like and drinking 25 Tito sodas,
yeah, I
like a fancy drink and a nice dinner.
You're maturing. You're growing up.
Yeah, I like the finer things in life.
Because there was, would you say, and I don't think this is unfair to say, there was an era of your life where you may have been interested in going out and drinking 25 Tito sodas.
Yeah, and I might have drank 25 White Claws on a boat one day. A
Yeah.
lot.
But then
We
you
won't talk
then you
about-
learned your lesson from that, and you're going. So now you like to go to a fancy steakhouse with
Yeah.
Maggie.
The girlfriend. Yep.
Maggie, she's girlfriend. Wow. Hold on. We're playing the applause sound effect.
3 months.
3 months. Wow. Congratulations. That's awesome. Give her my best. And when you take Maggie to this nice steakhouse, I want to hear your full order. What's the cut? What are the sides? And most importantly, yeah, what's that new old man, grown man drink that's replacing the 25 White Claws and Tito's
Well, if I'm
sodas?
going, is it steakhouse or Italian restaurant? Yeah, it depends.
Give me steakhouse, I guess.
Okay, we're in a bourbon. We're probably like
Getting a
just like a
bourbon.
old fashioned.
Okay. Classy.
They usually come with like a side soup and salad, so French onion,
Nice.
and just like a regular plain old salad, and then
House salad.
house salad.
Okay.
I like medium steak, more of a ribeye or a fillet. I like fillet.
You like a fillet and you like it medium.
Yep.
Nice.
But
That's
here's the
classy.
thing about medium steakhouse cut.
Okay.
It's more medium done or whatever it's
Sure.
called.
So
So
yeah,
I need to get
medium well.
rare.
Yeah, you like
Yeah,
good. You need a little pink in there. But and as far as mashed potatoes, asparagus, mac and cheese.
They come with asparagus and like crinkle cut onion rings.
Okay, that's nice. That's nice.
Yeah. So
yeah.
Yeah. You want to keep talking? You want to let me go?
Hey man. Well, I think this was a great call. We've ate up a nice amount of real estate on the podcast, and I'm glad to see that our obviously our personal relationship is swimming as usual, but I'm glad to see that our sort of professional relationship is the first advertising campaign wasn't a complete disaster, and that we're both able to see potentially a future there.
Sure, man. I will let you go.
All right. Thank you, buddy. Always good to hear from you. We'll talk soon.
Bye-bye.
Peace out. So that was Mitchell Ross, guys. Of course, the Hunter Davidson Radio Hour's official correspondent probably isn't the right word, but I guess ambassador was the word I used to ADP Tax and Payroll Solutions. And the ad is not currently running anymore, but still, guys, if you have, I know tax season just ended, but maybe you had an ugly tax season and you want to avoid that mistake in the future, guys, make sure you're reaching out to the boy Mitchell Ross. I believe it's Mitchy Row 99 or something on Instagram. Get hooked up with the boy, and let's check in with Charli Cam. How's she doing over here? Oh, we ran out of iPhone storage, so that's the end of Charli Cam. But she seems to be pretty, it seems like we got most of that. We got some good cut-ins in there. We'll be able to keep. Jesus, that was a 25 gigabyte thing there. That's no good at all, guys. That is no good at all. This is very confusing to me. Hold on. Hold the fuck on. All right, we're back, guys. Charli Cam is not going to be full-time going anymore, but we got about 25 minutes of some good Charli shots in there that we can, we're going to be splicing those in throughout for all of our, video consumers of the show. That'll be a nice little treat for you guys. And of course, she's still, here and maybe, trying to prove to me and to us that she can, acclimate herself to the podcast environment and, maybe sort of work her way into becoming a staple of the show in the future, because that would be nice. And guys, on the theme of Charli's birthday, Charli, for the last 4 years of her, life has shared a birthday with a friend of the show. This guy's, he's a brother to me, and figuratively, and a cousin to me, literally, and an uncle to Charli in more ways than one. And, they've had a bit of a rocky relationship from time to time, but they're always able to put their differences aside on this beautiful birthday that they have. And I kind of sort of wanted to check in with him. If he's a busy guy now. Shane we're talking about Shane Werner, friend of the show. And I didn't give him. I gave the other guest that I'm calling heads up that Hello?
I'm at Chipotle right now. What's up?
Oh, what's up, man? We're doing the podcast right now.
Oh my God! You only call me when I'm doing things.
Well, it's fine. I just wanted to, wish you a happy birthday, mainly. Happy birthday. And obviously we'll talk up when I'm not on the show and when you're not at Chipotle, and really, get a good catch up, a really good catch up in. But the guest on the show today is Charli. It's Charlize Barkley.
Oh, gee, worst episode of the show ever.
And I sort of preface that, but it's a birthday special for the both of you, really. And so I just wanted to say happy birthday. And we love you, and I'm going to use this as an excuse to play your birthday present on the show, if that's okay.
Hell yeah, I would appreciate that. It was a great gift, and I love and miss you both.
We love you, buddy, and we'll talk soon. Thank you. We're going to play that, and I love you. Say hi to everybody over there for me, okay?
We'll do. All right, bye.
Bye-bye. So that's nice, guys. That's just good you got to hear from him. You got to hear from that guy, And I think that should go for all of you. When you got... as you get older, it's hard, to keep up with the people you love, right? Ain't that the goddamn truth? And sometimes it's good to hear from them, and you hear their voice, hear what they're just normal stuff they're doing, like going to Chipotle. For Shane's birthday, it wasn't my idea at all, actually. The great Maxwell Scroggs, composer of the theme song that we all know and love so much, and a dear friend of ours, Joel Burns, who actually I don't think has really appeared on the show much at all, but he's got a job that probably would not benefit from making appearances on any podcast, not especially this one, but including this one. But anyways, Max, I believe it was Max, it was the genesis of the idea. And then he reached out to Joel, and the two of them were like, Hunter would want to get in on this. Anyways, CAMEO, obviously a huge, thing right now. And we got, Max was searching on there for what if we got Shane a nice cameo, a message from somebody that he loves for his birthday. And we didn't necessarily find somebody that he loves, but we did find someone that he thinks is entertaining and somebody that I love personally and dearly, which I think is why Max and Joel were like, we can loop Hunter in on this birthday present. He'll be happy. Some of the fans of the show may know Lavar Ball, the patriarch of the Big Baller brand, father to NBA and basketball legends, as far as I'm concerned, Lonzo, LaMelo, and LiAngelo. And so we paid a nice sum to Lavar to give Shane a little birthday message, and he got back very fast, guys. 10 minutes tops. He got our request, sent it back, and could not have nailed it any harder. I mean, Lavar Ball, consummate professional, absolute pro. And so I really want to share that with you guys right now.
Shane, what's going down, man? It's the Big Baller, baby. That's right. Hunter, Joel, and Max reached out to the Big Baller and told me that it's going down. About to be your B-Day. So first of all, I'd like to say congratulations on your B-Day. So what's happening good in your world? I heard you finishing up your last year of law school. That's right, being a big-time lawyer. Moving in with the girl, Kareen, and the cat. Oh, man, things are beautiful on your side. I love it, man. Keep doing your thing. Triple B style. Big Baller brand is in the building, baby. And you know how we gets down with the get down. But check it out. You got your folks behind you, Hunter, Joel, and Max, and now you got the Big Baller brand behind you. Triple B status apparatus. So go on out there and have a blessed day with your family, friends, because you know you deserve it. And keep doing your thing. I love your style. But Big Baller's out. And I holla.
Lavar, dude. I mean, come on. Does it get any freaking better than that? That's what it's all about, man. Gosh. We're moving, guys. We're chugging through this episode. This ain't so bad. I know this is it doesn't have the same feel as when we have a human guest. Charli has fully fallen asleep now. But this ain't too bad, if you ask me, guys. And we do still have one more caller slated up. We're going to go ahead and get him on the line, guys. I love this guy to death. Probably my best friend in the whole world. He's been on the show before in person, and we haven't seen him on the show in months. I'm really excited to hear what this guy's got going on. Let's see if he picks up here.
Hello.
Oh, is that Kash BLIESNER right here?
Yeah, who's this?
This is Hunter Davison, host of the Hunter Davison Radio Hour. You're live on the air, man. How you doing?
Oh, well,
You sound tired.
I'd assume this call is for payment of my last appearance, I assume?
Well, it's funny you asked that. When you appeared on the show, we did not have a fee for guests, unfortunately.
Huh.
Yeah, I know. Huh is right. That's interesting. But sort of the guest on the show today is Charli.
Charli?
Yeah.
My arch enemy?
Your number one. You guys have been beefing since day one, but it's a love-hate type of thing.
Yeah, it is.
And I mean, all I gotta say is it's been kind of low energy over here. You know, when you bring on a guest that isn't human and they fall asleep about 5 minutes into the show, it's not great for energy. But one of sort of the other themes today has been paying the bills. We touched in with Mitchell Ross, who ran a sponsorship on the show earlier.
Right.
And we sort of were hoping
Big
to see
contributor.
Yeah, exactly. We're kind of, we didn't want to be too forward, but we were kind of hoping to see maybe what the future angle of squeezing more sponsorship dollars out of him would be. And he's hesitant to jump back in right now, but there's an open path there. But the fact of the matter is, there's a million ways to make a buck these days. Am I right?
Dude, tons. With the internet? Yeah.
With the fucking internet, dude. The internet has opened it up an unreal amount. And I know. Well, first of all, how you doing over there? What's the weather like over in Michigan right now? Is it warming up yet?
It is, yeah. It's about 70, right? 76.
76? That's nice for a late April day.
Yeah.
You getting out there? You playing any golf?
I played a little golf yesterday, actually.
And how's the shot looking? Is that your first time of the season?
No, I've been out a couple times. That was my best round, though. I mean,
Nice.
38 on the front nine. I mean, nobody could tell me nothing out there.
Nobody's touching that. And and that's good. Clubs are feeling good. Swing's feeling good.
Yes.
And the other thing that we've been playing a lot of NBA 2K lately, me and you.
Yeah, we've been hitting the rack.
We've been getting in the wreck. It's a really great way. Online video games, a great way to stay connected, and it's a really fun way to just sort of be humbled. You hop on there, you have laughs with your friends, but more than anything, you get your ass handed to you by like 12-year-olds.
Yeah, they're always 12-year-olds. Yeah,
playing the game 8 hours a day. And also, of course, I want to talk about Again, I got sidetracked there because I just love talking to you, man. But I got making money. You have been sort of venturing into sports gambling as a beyond just a hobby. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, I'd say so. I'd say I'm more involved these days.
Yeah, we're getting in there. We're looking at the numbers, and we're trying to really put these goddamn sports books out of business.
Yeah, I mean, they're no good for anybody.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I keep... Like, when you see, you think the Shohei, the Jonte Porter, this news of the world, you don't think that's partially impacted by these fucking sports books just being in bed with the leagues? Like, this is ridiculous.
It's truly ridiculous. I mean, it's tough to say Shohei is just just a blind eye here, you know?
Like, yeah, you look at this whole thing, it's hard to be like, yeah, Shohei probably knew nothing about that, right? That would feels like a bit of an ignorant a viewpoint, right? He
I would
must have
assume,
known.
yeah.
So we got the NBA playoffs on, and I'm curious to know, just in case any of the fans out there are trying to make some money along with you. What's your sort of read on the playoff picture right now?
Oh man, I mean, I'm thinking the Ant-Man, the Young Buck's gonna come in tonight with a vengeance, looking to say he sent KD home in 4. You know,
he is really enjoying. It seems like talking that shit to Kevin Durant.
He loves it.
That is fun.
He loves giving him buckets.
And Mitchell, who just came on the show, was very, very high on Ant Edwards. He is of the belief that he could beat Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant right now.
Oh man, yeah, that's a tough take.
You know, we have to temper expectations there a little bit. But you also agree, and I imagine, you know, beyond Ant Edwards, who has been amazing. You look at the layout, the construction of Minnesota's team, and it's like these guys are built to win playoff games. Yeah,
I mean, if Cat scores 10 and Ant-Man gives him 30 and Rudy gives you 10 boards, you're not losing.
Right, yeah.
You're a tough squad.
Exactly, man. And I think, at least I didn't, you know, when the Gobert trade happened, Minnesota gave up, you know, everything in the kitchen sink to get back just Rudy Gobert. It was, you know, looked at the time as a dumb move. And I think now a lot of people, me included, have to kind of be like, well, they built a fucking nice little basketball team here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And I mean, I'm a big stat off the record guy, you know? I mean,
yeah.
I heard JJ with a take. He said screen assist should be a stat right on the stat sheet now.
I agree with you. I agree with that. I think anything that can, and similarly, like I would like to see them start like really tracking. It's like a similar thing with offensive linemen. Not have, like these guys are making winning plays all the time, and there is a part of the pride of it being like doing the dirty work that won't show up on the stat sheet. But also, like I think it's probably good for the game if you start like giving those guys, you know, something to point at.
I would think so. Yeah, I mean, Rudy Gobert, he's the best. He's the best man in the league at screen assisting. If you ask me.
And when you I mean, I agree with you there, and with like, you know, impactful defense without necessarily getting blocks and steals all the time.
Right,
he's killing that. In the West, you think probably still though Denver, right? Are we on the same page there?
It's gonna be Denver.
It just doesn't seem to be anybody in the goddamn world that can stop that dude, Jokic.
Yeah, I mean, Chet is just he's just going to get bullied. He's just going to get pushed around out there.
Weight room, yeah. And so I think, you know, that's, you know, it's sad to see the guys that we grew up watching and loving, LeBron, KD, Steph, have this sort of what feels like the end of that era.
Yeah, I mean, even like Kawhi, I feel like his knees feel like they're giving up. Yeah.
God, and the Clippers are like just the team that's like, man, you put them all in the. We had to watch them all join up together and close that era goodbye with Harden and Russ and all those. It's like, gosh, man, this is really just kind of a bummer.
Yeah, it's a little sad.
But, you know, fun. It's fun to see the new era. Like, I think between Luka and Ant especially, like, that's fun.
Yeah, and Shai Glizzy. I mean,
yeah, you're a big SGA fan.
That dude.
So I want to ask you really quick before. Well, let's talk about the East first. What are you thinking over there? Boston?
The East, yeah. I mean, it's gonna be Boston, but I mean, they're just gonna have trouble with, especially Denver if they get there.
What do you make about the New York Knicks? Even without Julius Randle, they seem to have figured something out.
Yeah, I mean, what they just did? They
I believe they beat Philly today. Yeah, to go up 3-1.
I was gonna say if they lost that game, I could see the Sixers maybe making a run, pulling something together,
changing the tide a little bit.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't think they're anything to worry about, really.
Yeah, if you're Boston.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so.
Milwaukee, it's unclear when Giannis comes back. You imagine if Giannis comes back in this series, they probably take care of the Pacers, but everything with Doc Rivers there is a bit of a question mark for them.
Yeah, I mean, Dame's status is out for this game.
Really? So that we might have no Damian Lillard, no Giannis? Is that what you're saying? I don't have the game pulled up.
Yep.
Wow.
And Middleton's a game time.
Oh my goodness! If none of them play, that would be. You'd have to imagine that gets ugly.
Worst case scenario.
Oh, so that's great. So yeah, it sort of feels like Boston, unfortunately.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, so
I would like to see them choke it away, but I don't think this is the year that they do it.
Damn. So we got to put all of our hopes in Denver.
Yeah.
Well,
the man who doesn't care about basketball.
Do you believe that? I mean, I know he says that, right? And I guess it does. But do you really believe that he doesn't care about basketball at all? It's just a job to him, is the thing.
I think it's more of a job to him than what it should be.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's something about. I just like Jokic. I know. A lot of people are like, you to be that good in the NBA, that should come with a more wanting to take on like a face of the league thing, which he seems to just not care about. But I don't know. I think it's kind of nice.
Yeah, no, I don't hate it.
I want to ask you one question. This is the same question I asked Mitchell, and that is, if Kash BLIESNER was an NBA GM team president right now, and I'm gonna give you 4 names. You're gonna pick one of these guys to build your franchise around. This is just a fun little exercise that I like to do.
Okay, I'm ready.
We got Anthony Edwards, Luka Doncic, Shai Glizzy, as you like to call him, and Victor Wembanyama.
It's probably going to have to be, I'd say Shai Glizzy or Victor.
Interesting. Wow. That's interesting. Mitchell said, obviously, as you could guess, Anthony Edwards by a mile, and then he said, I think he probably said Wemby second, but he had SGA's last. I think he had Luka second. So the guy was an MVP finalist this year. I think that's a bit of a stretch.
And did he lead the league in steals?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah. So
God, man, yeah, he's the young guys are here. The young guys are here, and that's I think that's kind of fun. It's obviously sad to see our childhood era sort of come to a close, but the league's in good hands.
I'd say so.
And what did you make about? Did you watch any of the NFL draft at all?
Just the first round.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was about it.
Caleb Williams in Chicago. You think is that a needle mover for you at all?
I mean, I'd say it's definitely the best position a first overall quarterback has been placed in.
Yeah. Yeah, especially going and getting a Dunze right there, too.
Yeah.
Well, listen, man. Obviously, great to talk to you. Thanks for coming on the show. And we'll be obviously in touch off the show to, lose some online video games very soon. But can't wait to get you out here and do another full episode where we can just chat about whatever for a full
in person.
Hour. Yeah, that'll be real nice. And I'll be coming home in about 2 months from today. So
nice.
I think a little 4th of July action on the lake up north. How does that sound, man?
Yeah, I could maybe swing that.
Could be nice. Definitely be seeing you then.
Yeah.
All right, dude. We're about ready to wrap up the show. This has been a real weird episode. Real strange energy, but I think we'll be able to make, thanks to you, we'll be able to salvage a podcast out of this.
Well, ski.
All right, buddy. Love you. Talk to you soon.
See you, woman and man, later.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Peace out.
All right. Peace out.
Oh, guys, that was a good call. I love hearing from that guy. Again, you gotta hear from your boys. You have to, or you'll go insane. You got to. And Ben obviously returned to the apartment. I think you guys probably saw that during that call, and that was an embarrassing thing for me. obviously podcasting here by myself. My roommate has to look at me. Well, he was probably off doing something productive, or at least, healthy personally, rather than sitting in a room with no natural light, talking into a microphone that feeds back just to his own ears. And, yeah, man, hey, well, we're going to there will be guests back. All right. The guests will return to the show. And, yeah, this will probably be a short. I know, this will probably be about a regular, a little shorter. Not the full. We're not going to hit a full hour. Obviously, we're out of steam right now. So, guys, I'm doing open mics at Deaf Noodles Comedy Club. If you just want to stop, it probably won't be great if you just stop in on a random day. But maybe there'll be something that you like that's really funny. Otherwise, hopefully, I get booked again on a real show soon that I can plug. That was fun. And I think a couple people there came because of the podcast, and I think a couple people there that saw me may have listened to the podcast because of it. And it's not a lot, but it's nice. That's nice stuff. I enjoy that. And I think with that, Charlie's still asleep, and she, we're just gonna. I think we're gonna get out of here, guys. I love you all, and we'll be back very soon.